What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny. In today's video, we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning the upcoming fight between Bruce Shu Shu Carrington and deadly Dana Coolwell. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please hit the notification button? What that'll allow me to do is every time I put something out that's new, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you. Guys, in my opinion, a fight that's been flying under the radar takes place in 2 weeks on the undercard of that massive fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. It'll be streaming on Netflix. It's taking place in Arlington, Texas at the Cowboys football stadium in front of 80,000 people. And on that undercard, we're gonna be having a fight between Shu Shu and deadly Dana Coolwell. And I'm doing this video to break down both fighters. I know a lot of Americans who follow my channel might not be aware of Dana, so I wanna tell his story briefly. And a lot of you guys should already know who Shu Shu is. He has a lot of buzz behind him. He was the 2023 Ring Magazine Prospect of the Year. He's had a few highlight reel knockouts recently, and he's coming off actually a very close majority decision victory against Suleiman Segawa, which some people say he lost that fight. That was just this September. You know he's gonna wanna kind of erase that in his memory bank and get back on the lead foot of putting on performances that his fans expect him to do. Now, with Coolwell, he's coming off a tough fight this past March against Fernando Tagpuna, in which he won a decision as well. In this video, I'm gonna break down their resumes, their last 5 fights, see who they've been fighting, tell you guys how they go about their business. We're gonna do a side-by-side breakdown and comparison. I'm gonna tell you guys how each one goes about their work in the ring and what to expect, but this is not a prediction video. When we get a little closer to the fight, I'll do my prediction and tell you guys who to put your money on. Before we continue, here's a little bit more information on deadly Dana Coolwell.
Deadly, too fast, too sharp, too smart.
From Biwa, a tiny town of just 7,000 people, to boxing's biggest stage.
These are the type of fight cards people dream of being on.
In March, Dana Coolwell was fighting in front of 500 people at the Caloundra RSL. Next month, he'll box in front of 80,000 in Texas and another 250 million Netflix subscribers on the undercard for Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Sort of visualizing it now. I'm just making the walk out into the stage, into the ring, and just imagining the crowd. I think I'll rise to the occasion and feed off the crowd, and it'll bring out the best of me.
The 25-year-old Mununjali man will fight undefeated American featherweight Bruce Carrington.
This is definitely his opportunity to break through. Down here in Australia, the country's filled with so many fighters that a lot of people don't know their names because boxing's a sport of you need an opportunity to break through, especially if you're not living in America. And Coolwell definitely looks at this, and it is his opportunity to be showcased on the international stage. Will the lights be too bright? Will he be able to fight how he wants to fight? All these questions will be answered. I want to take a closer look now at both guys' resumes. Firstly, let's look at Shu Shu Carrington. Guys, Bruce Carrington 13-0 with 8 knockouts. He carries into the ring a 62% career knockout to win ratio and is currently ranked number 13 in the world at 130 pounds. His adoring fans call him Shu Shu, and the 27-year-old American is an orthodox fighter standing at 5'8" with a 72-inch reach. We last saw him fight in September against Suleiman Segawa, who was 17-4, majority decision in the 10th. Brian De Gracia, 29-3, knockout in the 8th. Bernard Torres, 18-1, knockout in the 4th. Jason Sanchez, 16-4, knockout in the 2nd. When Shu Shu is at his best, he is sharp, he is powerful, he's dangerous, and he's electrifying. This is the guy who wants to go viral. He wants to put on these performances for his fans. If you saw a few fights back, he looks at himself akin to Mike Tyson. They're both from Brownsville, New York. He even in a post-fight conference was quoting Mike Tyson's famous speech, best to ever do it and the best there ever will be. So he has high hopes and aspirations for the legacy of his career. And at this stage of the game at 13-0, every fight for Carrington will be his biggest. And because he has all that pressure on him, prospect of the year in 2023, gone viral, from New York, proud American, he's gonna have a close eye around his performances as well. And we know how boxing goes. All it takes is one amazing performance to right the ship and one lackluster performance for all the critics to jump on board. So this is a big fight for both guys with a lot on the line. Let's take a closer look at deadly Dana Coolwell. Guys, Dana is 13-2 with 8 knockouts. He also carries into the ring a 62% career knockout to win ratio. He's ranked number 14 in the world at 130 pounds. The 25-year-old Australian is a 5'8" orthodox fighter with a 72-inch reach. We last saw him last March against Fernando Tacpuno, 7-2, UD in the 10th. Angelo Beltran, 8-1, knockout in the 7th. Manuel Matet, 5-4, UD in the 10th. Hazabullah Al-Mahdi, 15-0, UD in the 8th. Kevin Asenero, 10-4, knockout in the 5th. The beautiful part about boxing is as you climb up through the ranks and you go from prospect to contender, contender to champion, it's all about what your matchups look like. And this is a fight for Coolwell. There's nowhere to go but forward if he wins this fight. This will let him skip the queue regarding potential world title fights at 130 pounds. And there's a reason both guys are shoulder to shoulder. Shu Shu's 13 in the world, Dana's 14 in the world. When you look at both guys' analytics of how big they are and how they match up, Dana's 25, Shu Shu's 27. They're both 5'8". They both have a 72-inch reach. When you look at their fight styles, the thing about Coolwell is he's a very precise boxer. He's technical and he's sharp, and his right hand is tricky as well. Sometimes he'll lead with his left hand, and when he's in a firefight, he'll drop it slightly, and he'll confuse his opponent, and he catches them a lot with that straight right hand. Both guys are going to be aggressive. We know Carrington takes risks. He's going to want to be in a dogfight, and Coolwell will be there to appease him. This is what makes the fight super interesting. For Coolwell, will the lights be too bright? For Carrington, does he still have the memories of his last fight, Sagawa, in which the naysayers and doubters said he lost that fight? What version of Carrington are we going to see? Also, Coolwell, be prepared for his fight IQ. He's going to go in there and execute a game plan. He builds into his fight. He lets his opponent give, and then he makes adjustments. And then before you know it, he's pouring it on. He's what my old coach used to say, a rhythm fighter. He doesn't force anything, and he takes what he could get. And up until this point, he's made every opponent pay. He does have 2 losses. They were close split decisions early on in his career, and it's a very exciting matchup. Mark this one in your calendars 2 weeks from now. Coolwell versus Shu Shu. Who you guys going for? Like I said, a week from now, I'll be doing my prediction, but right now I want yours. Where's your money at? Carrington or Coolwell? Let me know in the comment section below.
And from Brooklyn, New York, Bruce Shu Shu Carrington. 10 rounds in the featherweight division.
Deadly, too fast, too sharp, too smart.